In a world where there ain't nothing to laugh about, they're two special idiots now. Hear me out. Chuck's laugh is frightening. Brad's anus is tightening. Brad's got a lot of thoughts to give. Chuck's toxically positive. They're here to laugh and joke with a few little jabs and pokes. Escape from your terrible life. You're a loser and an asshole and you're filled with strife. Funbearable. They're just trying to make you smile. Funbearable. Even though you're pathetic and you're ugly and vile, they're just trying to bring some joy to your day. Even though your family wishes you would go away. Funbearable. 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 They're terrible. They're fucking terrible.
So, I thought maybe you would congratulate me for something that happened.
Oh, then yeah, I'd love to. Without knowing what it is,
Yeah.
I'm in.
I had the worst
Oh,
movie theater experience of my entire life.
congratulations. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know how it goes.
The presidential march?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, I don't know either.
Yeah.
What the hell?
And then it's like,
Right in about the presidential march.
and then it goes, dun, 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 dun,
Oh, sellout. Yeah. So this is what happened. My buddy Sean was coming to stay over to go see a play in Manhattan.
Right.
And so I was like, I'll help you. Because, some people are like, I don't know about Manhattan. Where do I go? I'm so scared. And so I was like, I'll help you. So we went up there. We showed him where to go. Great time. We sent him off. I kissed him on the head. I gave him his lunchbox. I saw him running away and pulling up his pants.
Yep.
Trying to catch the bus.
Very cute.
It was so adorable.
Yep.
And I was like, I'll just go to the movies with Natalie.
Single tear rolling down. They grow up so fast.
Yeah. So Natalie, my girlfriend, and I, not three different people.
Right.
We went to go see Black Phone 2.
Okay.
Now, I love the original Black Phone.
Yes.
I love it. Written by Joe Hill.
Yep.
Ethan Hawke. Woo, woo. I love this movie. So I'm excited for Black Phone 2, even though it looks like Nightmare on Elm Street 10.
Yes.
We go to this theater, like right next to Times Square.
Okay.
Which I knew, I was like, but people would be paying to go in. It's also expensive.
Yeah.
Like the tickets were like $49.
Wow.
Natalie and I don't have to pay for it because we pay for the AMC pass.
Okay.
But that's how much they were before I put the pass in.
Right.
So I'm like, well, that probably pushes some of the riffraff out.
Right,
You
right.
know?
At least the RAF.
Yeah, there
If
could
not
be
the
some riff.
riffraff,
Yeah,
yeah.
there could be some riff. So we go in, we sit down, 4 girls behind us, openly talking the whole movie.
Ugh, gross.
One guy a little bit to our right behind us, just like making comments the whole time, where it's like, at one point, there's a guy who's taking out the daughter.
Okay.
A daughter from
Yeah.
the movie, and the dad is like, "Bring her home by 10." And he goes, "Yes, sir." He goes, "And don't go over 55 miles an hour in the car." And he goes, "Yes, sir." And he goes, "Do you say anything else?" And the guy behind me has to go, "Yes, sir." Like this guy cannot stand that he's not the center of attention for
Wow.
90 minutes. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's doing that the whole movie.
Was he with like 2 little robots?
Yeah.
Because if so,
That's their job.
yes.
Okay.
Do you not want these people and robots to earn a living?
So you want aliens to lose their jobs?
You're a robophobe.
yeah, robophobe. I like that.
Thank you.
So anyway, openly talking, guy 4 rows ahead of us to the left, phone, full brightness,
Oh no.
phone call, holding the mic like thing to his face,
How?
then listening, phone call, phone call, phone call,
Yeah.
then puts the phone low, playing a game, checking his full brightness, and I'm realizing I'm like, this guy wants to be confronted.
Yeah.
He wants someone to be like, yo, turn off your phone.
Yeah.
By the way, tell me if you feel like this is appropriate. if you have all these different people in the theater being dickheads, if you have M&Ms, can I throw an M&M at that guy? I think I can.
I say no.
Yeah, you want, but you know what? Here I know what you're thinking.
I'm thinking
You're not going to do it, and if I do it, you're like, yes.
I think if you do it, it's unlikely to solve the problem.
However, are you happy to see me take some action?
I'm happy to see someone I'd rather see someone not in my party take the action. So that none of the wrath will rebound on me. Because that's what I don't want, is the confrontation to me.
What if there was 10 of us and someone 8 seats down from you threw it?
I'm still in the party. As a guy, as a guy, I'm supposed to be like tough and
Yeah,
willing
I didn't tell you this, but it's all girls with you, and they all are 5 feet tall and they weigh 98 pounds.
They're fierce.
Yeah. What?
Women are stronger than you think, Chuck.
You robophobe. But worst theater experience of my life. And I think one of the things that really affected me a lot by this, that I hated, I think everyone in the theater was like, yeah, people talk in the movies. Who gives a shit? And I was like, I'm going to kill someone. And I think, and I'm not going to get on a soapbox about this. This is what's killing movie theaters.
Yeah.
Because now people have more of a choice of what they do because release windows are so small. Yep. Sometimes streaming stuff is released like pretty much immediately. If you can choose to watch it in your home where no one's going to be an asshole.
Yep.
A lot of times, and I'm a theater guy. I'm a diehard, like, let's go to the theater guy.
I'm the same way.
And you know what I was thinking the answer is? They should just say, every screening, we have a guy who sits in the back and stops people.
Yep.
The end.
Yep.
Or have a new position at a movie theater where it's just like what's it called, an airplane?
Marshal, an air marshal.
Yeah.
Theater marshal.
Theater marshal. That we need to create the theater marshal.
I'm in.
This is it. The theater marshal sits in the back, plain clothes. I guess it doesn't matter if you're plain clothes.
It doesn't matter.
In fact,
Uniform would help.
I think a uniform would help.
Yep.
The accountability. What do you think about this as a real thing, not just a Dr. Genius idea?
I'm in. I think how much extra would you pay for your ticket in order to have a theater marshal there to do the confrontations and escort bad behaviors out of the theater? And if the movie is, let's say, 2 hours long,
yeah,
and you sell 25 tickets, and each ticket has a $2 surcharge, that guy's getting, the theater marshal's getting $25 an hour to watch the movie and be on guard for behavior. And I think the position starts out where it's frequently you have to get involved. And I think as time goes on, the theater marshal's presence deters that bad behavior.
Me too. Isn't this a good idea?
Yeah.
Theater marshal.
I'm in.
I'm in too. I think this, obviously I'm being a little silly, but I'm being honest. If you're worried about the death of movie theaters, this is one of the main problems, is people feeling like, oh, I go here and there's a bunch of dickheads doing whatever they want, and so I'm not going to go back. And it's a lot of money to go.
Yes.
So that's my theater marshal pitch. But worst theater experience of all time. Can't even tell if I like the movie.
Yeah.
I got to go see it again.
I don't know if you remember when we went to see Jurassic World 2. I think that was Fallen Kingdom. And I moved seats. I went 2 rows forward because the people behind us wouldn't stop talking.
I know.
And then afterwards, I think somebody asked me why I moved seats, and our friend Lou was like, because some people wouldn't shut the hell up.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
It sucks, too, because you don't want to create the tension in the room. It's almost as bad as the Interrupters.
Yeah.
Not the band. They're great.
Yep.
But man, oh, man. You know what another one was bad? We went to go see Paranormal Activity 2 on Halloween in Providence.
That was a long time ago.
And there was a baby in the theater.
Yes.
Halloween, midnight, horror movie.
Yep.
How stupid and short-sighted can you possibly be?
Yep.
And they answered that question.
Yep. That baby was so snuggly, though. We took turns, offering our teats.
It's weird, even though the baby was the son of 100 maniacs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very sweet baby.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah.
But let's open the show, because I got some more movie shit to talk about.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Funbearable. I'm Brad Rohr.
I'm Chuck, the movie wisher. Things were better Staten. Woo!
Your best nickname yet.
Yeah. I got more movie shit to talk about. Can you believe this?
I can.
Okay, so Black Phone 2, let's get it out of here. I hated those people. Natalie and I were flabbergasted. We're kicking each other in the stomach afterwards. We're pissed. We're choking each other because we can't choke them.
Stone Cold
Stunner.
Yep.
Trip Pedigree.
Yep.
She did the DX. And then she did the what's it called? The Bronco Buster. Yeah, it
and
was
you're,
crazy.
and you're like, well, this part's fine.
Yeah, it was fun. Face full of stuff.
Stink face me.
Yeah, stink face. So I recently went to go see the movie Nobody 2.
With starring Bob Odenkirk.
And some crazy actress too. What was her name? She's like crazy famous. You'd never think she's a bad guy in one of these movies. Do you know who I'm talking about?
I do not.
Really?
I have no idea.
Well, why don't you explain Nobody Won and I'll look up the actress.
Nobody Won, starring Bob Odenkirk, was an action movie where Bob Odenkirk had worked for a previously worked for a shadowy government organization and was like a super trained, like fighter killer guy.
Yes.
And but now he was sort of in retirement and was living a comfy suburban life, kind of a schlub, kind of like everyone kind of looks down on him.
Kind of like Kevin Spacey in American Beauty.
Yeah. And then, shenanigans ensue. His house is robbed.
Yes.
They take his daughter's necklace.
Yes.
And he goes on a fight to get it back and kind of crosses a line and has to do a lot of fighty, killy stuff.
It's basically a John Wick
Yes.
clone.
Right.
But the guy is older.
Yes.
And that's part of the story. And by the way, guess who wrote this movie? Nobody. Writer of John Wick.
Wow.
Did you know that?
I did not.
I didn't know that either. Guess who the bad guy was in Nobody 2 that I just looked up?
I don't know.
Sharon Stone.
Wow. I wouldn't have thought of that.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
So anyway, I really like Nobody. I like movies that you can clearly tell are small to mid budget
Yeah.
and they have to make a cool movie based on its own merits in writing.
Right.
I think I've realized that recently because I love a lot of movies that are small and I'm like, why do I really appreciate that? And I think it forces you to be more creative with what you're bringing to the table that's not explosions and
Right.
shiny bullshit. Not that I hate explosions and shiny bullshit. I'm just saying we were just talking about Black Phone. Like Black Phone is a perfect example of this. The story has to be good because
Right.
there's not money for this movie. So Nobody was great. Nobody 2 was coming out. I just showed Natalie Nobody at the time. This is a couple weeks ago. She was like, I want to go see the second one. Looking up times. Alamo Drafthouse in Brooklyn? Around New York, not Staten Island, but a different one. I'm like, let's go. We'll get food. We had there was actually like under it, you would love it. There was a food hall.
I do love food halls.
You would have loved
Yeah.
this, dude. All right, I'm not going to go into that because it would take an hour and a half for me to talk about how much I like.
yeah, it's like all these different crazy choices, and I come back with a slice of cheese pizza, and I'm like, it's what
The
I
cheese
wanted.
pizza was New York cheese pizza. And
There we
was, I got one piece of cheese pizza along with whatever I got. Amazing.
Yeah.
So anyway, we go to see I'm looking at the times. Bob Odenkirk is going to do an intro for the movie at one of these movie theaters.
Oh, nice.
And so I was like, let's go to that one. That's
Yeah.
fun. And also, whenever they've done anything like that at the Alamo Drafthouse, I've missed it.
Yes.
And if you don't know what the Alamo Drafthouse is, it's this awesome movie theater. There's not that many across the country. I think there's about 50. And they really love cinema. They show old movies all the time. They have these very different stylistic theaters in each place. And they have like a no speaking, no cell phones rule.
Yeah, basically, you don't need a marshal. It's
You don't need the theater marshal.
self-policed. Yeah.
However, I've had some problems at Alamo.
Yeah.
And they don't always live up to their reputation. Let's just say that. It's unfortunate. But anyway, so went to go see the movie. Bob Odenkirk comes out. Great. I love Bob Odenkirk for a lot of reasons. He's great. Sharon Stone comes out.
Wow.
And they're going around to different theaters. And I think that's cool. I think when there's a small to mid-budget movie where the people in it just go around being like, we're going to be at this theater, we're going to be at this theater to get people in. The Jokers did that.
Yeah.
They split up and went across the country. I think that's cool. I think it's fun. So he comes out, Sharon Stone comes out. Great time. This is cool. We're all high-fiving.
Yeah.
We're beating each other up just like Nobody.
Yeah.
I have a gun. I'm shooting everybody in the theater.
Yeah.
They're calling me the Dark Knight sequel. So anyway,
I don't like that.
I didn't like it either.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm my own guy.
Yep.
So anyway, we're watching. They go away. The movie starts. Okay, we're watching it. Starts up. Caption. Music playing. I'm like,
Oh, no. An open captioned film?
open caption.
Yep.
Captions the whole time. And me and Natalie are looking at each other like, what? And I'm just going to say this. I don't like to watch movies with captions or TV shows because I feel like, A, it ruins the shot composition
Okay.
that the director intended
Yep.
because there's big white words on the screen. And second, I think it ruins the pacing of how the actors deliver dialogue.
Yeah.
And especially with comedies. it's always like either too early, kind of too late to like hit the joke right.
Right.
It ruins what acting is to me. It ruins what cinema is to me. And I know that some people need the open captions,
Right.
and that's great for
Right.
them. As a person who doesn't necessarily need it, I just don't want it. Okay.
Yeah.
Of course, I don't complain. I sit
Right.
there, we watch the movie. I go, okay, that's kind of interesting. Afterwards, I go home. I post on Reddit, and I post, hey, I went to this screening of Nobody 2
Right.
on the Alamo thing. I go, Bob Odenkirk came out to intro it, so we went to that screening, and it was open captions. I'm like, is there a reason that he did that? Like, it seemed kind of weird. I'm not a
Right.
fan of open captions. I kind of wish I knew. It was literally like a question
Yeah.
on Reddit.
You robophobe.
People tore me apart
Yeah.
for being like a deaf person hater.
You're ableist.
I'm an ableist because I don't. They were coming at me. Like, I was like, I couldn't believe how much people flipped out on me for asking this question.
Yep.
I was looking for the answer of like one person was like, you know what? They did one movie at this time at this theater and one movie at this time at this theater. It was probably just the screening that lined
Yeah.
up. And I went, oh, there's my answer.
Yep.
That was 1% of 1% of the comments.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I'm looking outside. There's deaf people on my lawn with burning crosses.
Yeah.
I'm not going to make any more deaf jokes, though. That wasn't a deaf joke.
No.
But in my head, I'm like, first of all, I dated a person who is like partially deaf and
Yep.
going completely deaf.
Yep.
Second, I was in a punk band for 15 years where we were never wearing earplugs, where we were using our amps on stage as the speakers for the audience. And like, my hearing isn't awesome.
No.
I totally understand the need for open captioning. I'm not a dick about open captioning.
Right.
There might be a time in my life where I do want to have that because
Right.
I might have more hearing loss. It's possible. Like, I have nothing against this.
Your question was why that specific screening?
Why
Yeah.
and my whole thing was like, if that's in the minority of screenings,
Yep.
why would you go do it there? And my equivalent that I said was like, oh, it's kind of like if you went to a 3D screening and did that, because not that many people versus regular screenings
Right.
go to the 3D movie.
Yeah.
Which to me is also an inoffensive comparison.
Yeah.
People lost their
How dare you
shit.
treat people with one eye and no depth perception like that?
Yeah, the 3D thing. But man, did they come at me, man. What do you think about this?
I mean, I've seen Reddit pile up on people like that.
My heart, it was crazy. I'm just like, my phone is going off. I'm trying to sleep. People are banging on my windows. It really did feel like, I'm like, do I have to delete my account? Do I have to go off social media? I got to move to Zimbabwe. I didn't know what to do.
Yep.
But it
so
was
you moved
terrible.
to Zimbabwe.
Yeah.
It's tough because I think I've seen people legitimately ask questions and get piled on like that.
Yeah.
And I've seen people not on Reddit, but like in real life, disingenuously ask a question because they want to bring up
Some topic.
a topic or
Like a politicized topic or something.
their side of an issue. But then you can't get mad at them because they're just asking a question. But if it's I don't think there's any ill intent on your part.
No.
But
It was confusing.
yeah.
I was just surprised. Anyway,
Yeah.
yeah, so I don't exist online anymore.
Yeah, probably a good choice.
Yeah, it was crazy. And I went
Probably a
back
good
and
choice
forth with this
for
girl.
your mental health.
And I said, this girl was going back and forth. And I finally said to her, like, these things about, like, I'm like, my hearing isn't perfect.
Yep.
It's not like I don't have sympathy for people like this. Like,
Right.
first of all, you can be ableist,
Yes.
but who out there is like, I hate the deaf. You know what I mean? It just
Right.
doesn't, like, is this even a thing? Like, why are we fighting about this?
Yeah.
Like, not only am I not this, but does this exist?
Maybe that's why so many people are mad. They've been waiting to vent their rage on someone for such a long time, but no one has expressed an opinion like that. And they're like, close enough, get him.
She was coming at me, man. It was rough. I felt like I was in battle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just ravaged. I'm Captain America at the end of Endgame. My arms ripped open and I pulled the thing and I'm like, ah. And then you showed up and you started commenting and Rupert showed up and he's commenting.
I like to think that you're arguing with this. You're arguing with this.
My end game is you guys show up on Reddit and start defending me.
You guys that you're arguing with this woman, and then you're like, I could do this all day, which I know is true.
I get a text from you on your left, and I'm like,
Yeah.
huh? I look at my left monitor, and Brad Rohr is typing. Oh my God.
Man, recently, I was putting up all the old podcasts, all the old Chuck and Brad podcasts on the Patreon, and so many of them are like, Chuck got in a fight on eBay. Chuck got in a fight. Chuck brought in another printout of a fight. Chuck got in an argument with a woman at Target. Chuck got in a woman with an argument in the parking lot.
Well, we used to do is, let's plug the Patreon.
Let's. All right. So we.
Well, hold on. This is the first episode. This is the evolution episode.
Wow.
I forgot about that.
Wow, we did it.
Wow, I forgot that
organically brought it up.
Well, first of all, we hope everyone liked the new intro.
Yes.
That was really fun. It was really fun to make that. The way we did it, it was really cool. I was like, all right. We knew this guy, Obscurus Vinyl, on Instagram. He's a great guy. His name is Glenn. This is an interesting story. You know what? Let's save this because we want him to come on.
Okay.
So we'll explain that then. But we really hope you like the intro. We wanted to do a TGIF style, Full House, Family Matters style thing. And we're very proud of what we were able to put together. So hope you like the new intro. The other thing is, as we should have announced at the very beginning of the episode, this is where the evolution comes in. We are starting a Patreon today. Okay? The Funbearable Patreon is here. It is a donation Patreon, meaning you're not signing up and paying $10 a month for content. We're charging $2.50 a month just to help the show. However, as a special gift, we are putting up the entire back catalog of the Chuck and Brad podcast. There are already 386 episodes up as of today.
Yeah, I think we're up to Halloween 2018.
Yes. And so every Monday, the next episode in the back catalog will come out. And that way people who haven't heard them before or seen them before can kind of see them on the podcast and listen on the Patreon and listen to them. And we can all comment together and comment back and forth and kind of have a dialogue about all these episodes that directly led up to Funbearable.
Right.
Like when we say the Chuck and Brad podcast became Funbearable, we mean literally we were doing our podcast for 13 years or many years. Ray started coming on, our old co-host, and he started coming on more often. We had a lot of big talks. And eventually, I think we got to episode 580.
Yep.
And the next week, we started Funbearable episode 1.
Right.
And it was a direct continuation of the Chuck and Brad podcast. So because a lot of people talk to us about the back catalog of the Chuck and Brad podcast, which is not available anywhere, we thought this would be a cool thing to put on the Patreon, a cool thing to put out another episode every week, and a great place to talk about those episodes. And the reason we started with 386 is because now we're at least semi-current.
Right.
And by semi, I mean not super current, but it's closer to what Funbearable is now.
Right.
So right away, if you sign up today, you got 386 episodes to go back through. So yeah, you can actually pledge whatever you want. We put a bunch of different tiers. They all have the same benefit, which is the back catalog of the Chuck and Brad podcast, as well as we want to do a Zoom hang once a month.
Yes.
Where we go on like a live YouTube stream. You guys can go on and you can comment to us and we'll answer questions. We'll talk back and forth.
Right.
We might have some conversations we wouldn't normally have on the main episode that just goes out to YouTube and everything. This is more for the super fans who really like the show and who want to support us.
Plus, you get Chuck's Get Ready With Me videos every morning.
Yeah, my hair stuff. I'll do that. I would do a hair thing and say
every morning.
How do I make my hair so dumb? That's my series. It's a 10-part series.
Yes.
We're hoping to do that. We're going to put a little series up there too called OPP.
Right.
And it's other people's podcasts. So there's a lot of podcasts we've gone on that the podcasts have stopped. Some of them are completely erased from the internet and we have some of the access to them. So we'll be putting up episodes in that series, Chuck and Brad, on other people's podcasts. That'll be up there too. And I think we're going to be putting up some behind the scenes stuff. Like I was thinking about putting up some first draft stuff of different scripts we wrote, maybe even uploading the scripts that we do end up doing so that people can see the notes and stuff inside them. And and just kind of behind the scenes stuff that we wouldn't necessarily put in public because we don't need people who don't know who we are on YouTube looking at a dumb thing we made a couple years ago and telling us to kill ourselves. We'd rather put it up for the super fans
To tell us.
to take our own lives.
Yeah.
So if you want to sign up today, it's patreon.com/funbearablepod. 386 episodes up for you to dig through. New episode every Monday. That's the next episode in the back catalog. And this is kind of getting into the weeds, but if you do want to sample some of these episodes, we are going to make a couple episodes free.
Yeah.
So if you go to the Patreon, you can just preview a couple episodes, but sign up $2.50 a month or whatever you want to pay. You can pay whatever you like to donate to the show. We have things to pay for. We have to pay for recording at Best Video. We have to pay for merch.
Yep.
Sometimes we have to pay for little trips that we do and different things, or even gear when we need new gear. And so we really appreciate you guys, and we hope a lot of people sign up. And if a lot of people do sign up, it might turn into another thing where we do more and more content for it. I can see that happening. And the final thing I'd say is that there are some things that we've held back for the same reason I was saying we don't want to put them on YouTube.
Right.
That I was thinking maybe we just throw them out there. Like I was thinking some of the Bradley Drawn stuff that we've recorded, like I don't want to put Bradley Drawn Jurassic Park on YouTube for people to see, but I would let the super fans see it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That kind of thing. So if you want to sign up for our Patreon, that'd be a huge help. Hopefully a bunch of people do it today. That's part of the evolution. And it's funny, another part of it that I don't really know exactly what to do with yet is this amazing image that was made for us.
Yes.
And that'll be debuted at some point in the near future.
Right.
Not sure how to work that in yet, but we're really happy with that.
Yeah, keep an eye on socials at Funbearable Pod.
Yeah, and we'll talk about it on the show. But so the new theme song, new Patreon. Hopefully we're going to get some new sponsors.
Yes.
And it's going to be, we're going to have a really good time going forward. I think it's a new era for Funbearable. So anyway, I'm not a defophobe.
Okay.
That's all I wanted to say.
Yeah, I definitely believe you.
I don't like that. That feels like you don't believe me whatsoever.
Well,
So recently Brad came down to New York. We went to the Bears game.
we did. We went to see the Chicago Bears, my favorite NFL team, play against the Baltimore Ravens at Baltimore. And this was Chuck's girlfriend, Natalie, said, "Hey, do you want to go to an away game?" And I said, "No." And she said, "What if somebody bought you the tickets?" And I said, "No." And she said, "I bought you tickets." And I said, "Oh, that's great."
I told her, I'm like, the way to get Brad to do stuff is get him it for a gift.
Yeah.
And that's
Obligation.
how you do it. Yeah.
So we drove down to Staten Island. Chuck and I played some Mario as we waited for like laundry to dry or something, and then hit the road down to Baltimore. We stopped in New Brunswick, New Jersey, got some coffee.
Oh yeah.
Right by the campus of Rutgers, New Brunswick.
Oh yeah.
And then continued on to our Airbnb in Baltimore.
How was this Airbnb?
It was spacious.
Yeah.
It was clearly a flipped townhouse, second and third floor. Some things you could see where they like, oh, all right, well, they didn't plaster over this thing on the wall. They just painted over the old towel rack.
But it was gigantic.
Where it was. It's very spacious. Missing 2 smoke detectors, but it was fine. We didn't
Smoke.
And then my other issue was that the windows in my bedroom that
I like that you're talking directly to the camera.
that face the street, they didn't
Close.
at the top.
We were trying too.
And so it's 1:30 in the morning.
So Brad's like, he's pulling the bottom one down, and I'm jumping on the bed, pushing the top one up.
He's on my shoulders. Chicken fight.
Yeah. We did a cartwheel like that, and he was kicking it up. That was interesting.
Yeah.
Wow. The chicken cartwheel.
I've never seen it. All right, maybe that's for the Patreon.
This is blowing my mind.
Yep.
Everyone, just so they can picture this. When you play chicken, someone gets on your shoulders
Yes.
and you fight, whatever. Imagine not being in the pool,
Yep.
someone on your shoulders, the chicken cartwheel.
Yeah, you both have to be pretty limber.
Wow, where would this come in? Like if we wrote a movie,
I can't imagine a place where it was that.
if we wrote a movie about 2 special guys who are trying to like do gymnastics as a team. Is there dual gymnastics?
Nope.
You know what I'm talking about with ice skating?
I know what you mean.
What's the ice skating called?
Like ice dance?
2.
Well, yeah.
Well, there's one is an ice skater.
Doubles. It's just doubles.
Doubles.
Yeah.
We
Doubles
introduced
gymnastics.
doubles gymnastics.
Okay.
The chicken cartwheel.
All right.
That is.
I think going sideways is so hard.
That's why it's impressive.
Yeah.
We're not doing something everyone can do.
Okay.
So the chicken
I
cartwheel.
think the chicken back handspring is more likely.
You're killing it with these doubles. This is interesting.
Yes. The point is, I had some noise from the street.
Yeah.
I took my last one half of one Ambien that night, and I slept for 4 hours, as I do when I take half of an Ambien. And I woke up and I heard a neighbor talking with a police officer about something.
Oh, I heard the fight too. There was a fight.
I slept.
I'm gonna kick her fucking ass.
I slept through the fight.
Oh, good.
I woke up for the aftermath, and I don't know what
is the chicken fight? Was it not a chicken fight?
Right, we don't know.
No
Did
clarity.
they do a cartwheel? Yeah, but not bad, but
No, it
certainly
was
like
good.
a spacious space. And then the next morning, Chuck and I walked to get coffee at Llama Coffee.
Something like that. But yeah, we went to the game.
Went back, missed the train because we were, we're taking the light rail to the game.
Well, let's give ourselves a little grace. We went there, and there's all these fucking Baltimore Ravens fans from Baltimore, where we are, and they're like, "Yep, we're going to the game. Here we are at the train,
We're making
going to the
small
game.
talk, friendly. Oh,
Yeah,
I
we're
wish
joking
Lamar
around.
were playing.
We're the
Oh,
Bears.
Walter Payton.
Yeah, exactly. Goldilocks, and they were on the wrong side of the train.
So we were also on the wrong side of the train. So the train pulled up, the doors on the inside opened, we were on the outside. It cost us 8 minutes to wait and catch the next train where we got on the correct side. But it was very funny. And, took the train to the stadium, walked around, took some pictures, saw some sights, and then went to our gate, walked up many stairs to our seats.
Oh, yeah. We did the chicken cartwheel all the way up the stairs. It made him go faster.
It was really impressive.
Yeah, it was fast. Remember when we did the chicken, what's it called when you tumble?
Somersault?
Is that a somersault?
It depends on how
it was chicken somersault.
Yeah.
This chicken doubles thing is blowing my mind.
I know.
It's revolutionizing the Olympics.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah, well,
my brain Olympics.
The chicken 100-meter dash.
See, where's Dr. Genius when you need? But yeah, we honestly, I thought the seats were perfect for a football game.
We unobstructed view. We're able to see. Unfortunately, the Bears did lose that game to the Baltimore Ravens.
But it was a fun game.
It was a fun game. The people around us, for the most part, very nice.
And the Baltimore fans that were like, fuck Baltimore. They're doing shitty.
The guys behind us were like, we hope we lose so we get a better draft pick and fire our coach. And I'm like, you guys have been really good for a long time with a good coach. So maybe don't think the grass is always greener.
Yeah.
And the Ravens won their next game after that. So they went into the Bears game with only one win. At the time of this recording, now they have 3.
I see. But it was I thought it was a great time.
It was.
It was really fun.
And, and then the game ended.
When was the last time you went to a Bears game?
1992.
Oh my God, that's right. You did tell me that.
Yeah, and they got
33 years.
Yeah, they got blown out by the
you
Vikings.
Never went again.
Honestly, it's expensive and it's crowded.
Oh, it's tough. Yeah. It's tough. When Natalie wanted to go, I was like, "Are you sure?" And she was like, "Yeah."
I think getting to the stadium in Baltimore, where we parked, took the light rail in, awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. And I think it helped that you and I, when we went to see My Chemical Romance at MetLife Stadium,
which we're going to talk about
in New York, taking the train in, we're like, oh, this is convenient. You can park. You don't have to pay $60 to park at the stadium. The traffic afterwards isn't as bad.
Yeah.
And so taking the light rail in, I don't think Gillette Stadium, where the New England Patriots play, which is geographically the closest stadium to us, I don't think they have
public
transportation like that. They might have buses that shuttle you to different parking lots.
Wow,
interesting. Like that. But I think the convenience of getting there via train, and then after the game, we caught, I think, the second train out.
Yeah.
Back to the car, no trouble with traffic on the way out, stopped at a Dunkin'. Chuck wouldn't let an old woman use the bathroom.
Hey, she was disabled.
Robophobe.
Reddit's right.
Yeah.
Hold on. Can we talk about this?
Nope. Let's keep moving along.
So I go to the Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah.
I have to get a pee. I have to pee. I'm buying a coffee, somewhat because I want a coffee, somewhat because I feel obligated because I'm going to pee.
Yep.
I'm waiting. Some asshole goes in front of me.
That was me. I peed first, then Natalie, then a couple came in. Yeah.
This is the asshole, and I'm like, okay, I guess he didn't see me.
Yep.
Right. Another person goes in front of me, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And I don't want to argue with anybody. I don't want to fight with anybody. And Natalie's like, you gotta stand there and blah blah blah. And so the next person that comes in is this old woman who can't even wheel herself.
Yeah.
That's like on oxygen
Yep.
and barely alive.
Yep.
And I'm like,
No.
no. Went up to her face. No.
Yeah.
And my finger was like hitting her nose a little
Yeah.
bit, like twiddling her nose.
And then you did the DX crotch chop at her.
I was standing on the wheelchair.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
That was great. And then I said, I got 2 words for you.
Yeah.
And then Brad was embarrassed, but he was like, suck
it.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
that's not what happened. So then we stopped for cheesesteaks. Now,
we
what
did.
did you think about these cheesesteaks?
I thought they were delicious.
It blew my
We
dick off
stopped
my
in
body.
Haddonfield, New Jersey at Gould Burgers.
Yep.
Gould Burgers. And it was great.
Wow.
And then back to Staten Island, 15-minute rest, and then I drove back to Rhode Island that
Yeah.
night. Smooth drive, no problems.
Yeah.
10 minutes of traffic.
That was a fun trip.
It really was.
Yeah,
it
it
really
was great.
I wish the Bears had won, of course.
Yeah.
But they won a very exciting game the following week against
Yes.
the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah, that was
which
crazy.
Which was insane.
Yeah.
And gave me a heart attack.
No, it was fun. This is
Yeah.
why I always say I'm a connoisseur of things.
Yes.
Like people are like, you don't care about football. To be honest, like I play up, I'm a dumb idiot
Yeah.
who thinks I stink, I don't know anything about anything. I know all about football.
Yeah.
I know all the stuff. You can
Right.
tell me about a safety and a touchback and a first down and
Yep.
a 10-yard. I know everything.
Yeah.
And it's funny because Natalie doesn't really, I think she, like you know that because
Yes.
we've watched enough stuff. And the true reason I know about it is because I grew up playing Madden.
Yeah.
And Madden is pretty technical in terms of including everything.
Yeah.
But Natalie like thinks I'm stupid still.
Yeah.
She still thinks that she's like, yeah, sure, you know what a safety is. Sure, you know what
Yeah.
touchback is. And I will say one of the highlights for me for this Ravens Bears game
Yep.
was the graphics the Ravens have at their stadium.
Yep.
They were
Big video
hilarious.
boards on behind either end zone.
It'll be like a Raven, like on a video, like, and he would like pick up like a Bears helmet and he'd
Yeah.
piss in it and then drop it in like into an explosion.
I don't know that he pissed.
He pissed. Well, it was shit.
I don't know.
Yellow shit. He did something in there. He made a mess.
He might have.
But literally, like in actuality, he did pick up the Bears helmet
Yeah.
and like drop it and break it.
Yep.
It was, I loved them. I thought they were like absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, it was very fun.
But I'm glad you had a good weekend.
Yeah.
It was a really, really fun time. And I did want to talk a little bit about, I wanted to talk about like a new thing that I've been doing.
Okay.
That has been working out pretty damn good. And not only do I think it's fun to talk about, but I also think there's a lot of fun bears out there who might get use out of this.
Oh, is it the auto blow?
Yeah. By the way, Brian from Autoblow, the
Yeah.
inventor of the Autoblow, remember how we kept talking about how he might be a murderer?
Yeah.
Well, we've become closer.
Good.
You know? He's a good guy.
I look forward to him boiling your skull.
He's a great. Only if I ask him.
Yes.
He was cleared of all charges.
Yes.
You know
Yes,
that.
Yes, I do.
So Brian, you know, he's commented on the episode. He wrote in.
Yes.
You said that?
Yes.
And so he's
I do like him.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
We all like him. If he's ever in the States, he's going to come on and talk to us.
Yes.
And you have to let him boil your skull a little bit.
I would welcome it at this point.
I love boiling skulls.
It's not going to take long. My skin is
paper
basically
thin.
paper thin.
Yeah. Anyway, he's like, hey, he's like, do you want some auto blows? And I'm like, I already have like 4 auto blows. Well, I had 2.
Yeah.
One of them deceased.
Yeah. You boiled its skull in the backyard.
Yeah, I'm not going to tell you in what.
Yeah.
But the other one, barely clinging to life.
Yeah.
But these are the ones that were sent to us in like 2016 or something. And then I have 2 new ones because they sent 2 to Tuesdays with Stories.
Right.
And I'm the producer, and so I kept them.
Yes.
Mark and Joe didn't want them. So I have 2 of them, and I'm kind of like, oh, man, I'd love to have a new auto blow. There is a kooky one that comes with this like pump, and it turns into a vacuum. It's pretty kooky.
All right.
But I don't want to ask for that one because it's like $1,000.
Ugh.
And I can't ask that from Brian.
No. Why did you just shift your eyes towards the camera?
I can't ask for that. I mean, if it was offered, who knows what would happen. But anyway, yeah, back to my story. So I've been doing this thing, and it's been working out way better than I ever would expect. And it's kind of not me to take this route, but I'm on this path and I'm on this journey.
Well, tell me. What is the journey?
Ever since I was a young boy, probably since 2003 when I was, no, probably 2000, 2000, when I was in high school, 15 or 16, I've always been going to concerts.
Right.
You know what I mean? And eventually, you know, it's funny because there's a lot of smaller bands that I like. And by smaller, I mean bands that play 500 to 2,000 capacity rooms.
Right.
Right. And at one point, Blink-182, Green Day, Rancid, NoFX, these gigantic bands were playing smaller rooms. But eventually, a lot of those bands got huge and they were playing stadiums and arenas. And before the pandemic, as you recall, you could probably go to a big arena show at like Gillette State, not Gillette Stadium. What's the place? The Hartford
XL Center.
Yeah, Xfinity.
Oh, yeah.
Xfinity
Okay.
Center.
Outdoors, yeah.
There's a couple.
Yeah.
There's two Xfinity Centers. One's
Yep.
in Mansfield, I think, and one's in Hartford.
Yes.
But those type of places that hold like what, 15,000?
Sure.
They're like amphitheaters.
Right.
I guess is the actual way to say it. So those tickets would be like $75,
Right.
maybe $90 for a really good seat.
Right.
Pandemic happens, the world opens up. And do you look at it at the time as the time when the concerts changed?
Yes.
Because it came back, and I feel like now those tickets are $400.
Right.
And that it just changed to be like extremely cost prohibitive.
Yep.
Prohibitive?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm not going to pay it.
Right.
Are you paying it?
No.
We're not paying it.
I'm barely paying the $75.
Exactly. So I'm like, what the fuck do we do now? I mean, I got lucky a couple years ago when Blink did their reunion tour before the new album came out. I posted online and I'm like, you know, I'm not going to ask someone for
Right.
tickets to Blink-182, but if I was offered,
Yep.
and someone offered,
Yeah.
and they got me free seats.
the auto blow guy.
Yeah, it was Brian Sloan.
Yeah.
No, and so I got tickets for that. A couple times I got hooked up with tickets for things.
Yes.
So what happened eventually, and I'm not sure where I first did this. I actually can't remember now. I was like, I know what happened. Brad and I went to go see When We Were Young, the festival in Las Vegas.
Yes.
And we bought tickets ahead of time. And I will say for that festival, what did we pay? $300?
Probably. Yes.
$150 a day for that, because it was 2 days, right? Or was it 1 day?
It was one day.
Wow.
Yeah.
It was 2 days of the same show.
Right.
That festival was the best concert I've ever been to. It had the most artists I've liked on one show. So it's hard to regret spending that much money on
Right.
it. However, I was looking on the StubHub resale tickets the day we went,
Yep.
and they were reselling tickets for like $100.
Right.
And I started realizing if you have a show this big with this many people going to it, as it gets closer to the show, especially day of, the people that can't go are desperate to move these tickets.
Right.
And if let's say that there's 20,000 people going, if 4% of people are selling their tickets, how many people is that?
Yeah.
400 times 20, right?
Yeah. 8,000.
8,000 people.
Yeah.
No, that's not right. Is it?
400 times 20 is 8,000.
Yeah, but that's not right.
Yeah.
4%.
A lot of people.
A lot of people are selling their tickets. Are you
Yeah.
kidding me? So I realized that as the show gets closer and throughout the day, the ticket prices just drop to nothing. And I was like, is this a better way to get concert tickets now?
Right.
And of course, the downside is,
You might not get tickets.
yeah, exactly. And of course, you're like, well, you're kind of traveling for some of the concerts. You're definitely putting time aside for the
Yeah.
concert. So what happens if you don't get tickets?
I'll say we did this for Green Day at
Yes.
Hershey Park, Pennsylvania.
Yes.
We were supposed to go see them in 2023, I think.
Yeah.
And in Philly, a big group of us. We got COVID.
Yeah.
Couldn't go.
Yeah.
But a couple weeks later, they were coming back, not in Philly, but they were coming back to Hershey. And Chuck said, I want you to go see the show. We're going. We're going to buy tickets day of. And so we drove to Hershey and bought our tickets as we were walking from the car to the venue.
Yeah. And we got them for like $90
Yeah. And they
instead
were
of like $300.
Yeah, very good seats.
Yeah, exactly. So recently, this summer, I'm like, I'm doing it, baby. We're doing this resale
Yep.
StubHub bullshit day of crazy risk version of going to concerts this year. First one, My Chemical Romance,
Yes.
The Black Parade. So I told you, I made Brad a birthday card where I drew him as the Black Parade mascot.
Right.
And we went to New Jersey
Yes.
Brad came down to Staten Island. We went to New Jersey, and we took a train into the place, just like we did with the Bears. We took a train that was outside near the venue, like way outside the venue, to the venue, which really is the way to go. We've done that 3 times now. Like just like we were talking about earlier. On the train, Brad and I are refreshing StubHub, Ticketmaster resale, Vivid Seats, and we're going through. Now, give me it from your perspective, because I know you were flipping out.
I was flipping out.
You thought we weren't going to be able to go.
I'm a planner, and so this is really hard for me to say, all right, well, we're probably going to get tickets. And at some point you have to bite the bullet and buy the tickets, because even, if the doors for the show are at 5:30, maybe they cut off ticket sales at 7.
Yes. That's the thing.
But
the resale tickets will stop being on sale at some point, but you don't know when.
We don't know when. And so that was my concern, where at some point I was like, just buy them. Just buy the tickets. Just buy the tickets. And it's one of those, like, during the day, you're like, ooh, I found 2 seats and they're, $195 each. That's more than I want to spend. And then later we're looking and we're like, the cheapest we can find is $220, and that's obstructed view. Why didn't we get the $195 ticket?
And so on the train, we were getting closer and closer, and Brad's like, well, how about these? And I'm like, nah. Brad's like, how about these? And I'm like, nah. And I could see that you almost jumped out of the fucking train.
I did have sweat coming off my head like a cartoon character. I'm biting my nails back and forth like they're an old-timey typewriter.
It was great.
Yeah.
We're on the train. We find these awesome tickets. I go to press buy. I'm putting all my information in. It's like, these tickets have been sold. We're walking to the venue. This mom is like, hey, what's up? She's trying to talk to us. And I'm like, get out of here. I don't have time for this. We're walking up. We're like almost at the venue. And I'm like, just found 2 tickets. $132 for tickets that are in like a $250 ticket area. So let's just do it. We did it. I mean, that show was one of the best shows I've ever seen in my life.
Amazing show.
It was crazy. We can't even explain it. Like I hope they put out a DVD. I hope they put out the concert somewhere for people to watch, because it was incredible. Even if it's behind a paywall, it's totally worth it. But I just kind of want to talk about this ticket thing, because I don't know if people out there are like, oh man, I guess I got to spend $400.
Right.
This is the way to go. I got 2 more that happened this summer. One of them, there was a beach festival in Asbury Park called See Here Now, SEAHEARNOW. And I was like, you can hear there? I'm going. If you couldn't hear.
I love people who hear.
Yeah. So,
anyone else? Meh.
This one was a little hairy. Here's why.
Okay.
You needed a physical wristband to get in.
Wow.
And we were waiting till the day of the show, baby.
Good.
So this was going to be quite a little situation here. So it's me, my girlfriend, and Jordan, my buddy. So we're like, whew, we got to figure this one out. So I'm going online, I'm going on the Facebook group. We're trying to figure everything out. How do you do this? What do you do? And people are like, you can't get the wristbands. They're non-transferable, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, well, what does that mean? Like, it can't mean, like, what if one guy buys it for him and his girlfriend? Like, what is it? So I find a guy. I'm like, and these tickets are like expensive because they're full day, festival passes. And we ended up getting, so I found a guy. He ended up saying like he would be down to sell his tickets for like $80 each, which is great. And we need the wristbands. And we're like, we were like, where should we go? Where should we meet you? And he's like, this Dunkin' Donuts in this random city in blah, 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 in New Jersey. It was like Neptune or something.
Yeah.
We're like, oh my God, okay. If we go there, we're like, hopefully this guy shows up.
Yeah.
Like, what's going to happen? What if he has one ticket? Like, what is
you
this?
walk in, a little mannequin riding a tricycle, has a little sign that says, do you want to play a game? And you're like, yeah, of course.
Show. Will it get us to the show?
Yeah, I'd love to play the game.
So I'm like looking, I don't see the guy. I go to this Dunkin' Donuts. There's nobody there. I'm like, what the fuck? I see that there's another Dunkin' Donuts down the road. I'm gonna go there. And I see the guy, and he comes over to my car, and he has a little envelope, and he's like, here you go. 2 tickets, 2 wristbands, and I give him the money. And we're like, oh, he's like, I wish we could have gone. My girlfriend got sick. I'm like, cool, he leaves. And I'm like, how do we know they're going to let us in with these tickets and these wristbands in terms of like who bought them? Because I'm nervous about the non-transferable. And we only have 2.
Yeah.
So I'm looking.
And there are 3 people in your party.
There's 3 people that we have. So I'm looking online. I'm messaging people on Facebook. We're doing it. One woman is like, I have 1 ticket.
Yeah.
And I was like, where do you want to meet? She's like, this Dunkin' Donuts. I was like, this is a little weird.
Yep.
Oh, no, she wanted Starbucks. It was close.
Okay.
It was close. And so I was like, this is a little weird. Okay, we go meet her. She has the ticket, but with her ticket, her wristband is this little card that says, "Scan this." What are they called? Not barcodes.
UPC QR code. Okay.
And it opens a thing. And it says, "Put your wristband number in." Oh no, you have to touch your wristband to your phone, and it reads the NFC on it, right?
Yeah.
And then you put your name in, and you're registered.
Okay.
So we did it with the other 2 tickets.
Right.
Same thing. Scan the ticket.
Oh, okay.
Put your name in. So it is non-transferable.
Right.
After you get the ticket.
Yes.
After you register it to a specific name.
Right.
So we put them on. We're still kind of like, hopefully this works.
Yeah.
We go down to See Here Now. This, if they have good headliners next year, you got to come. It was so cool. Like if the Foo Fighters came to headline, I'm 100% in.
Yeah.
But amazing beach festival. We get there. I'm like, let's see. And by the way, people are selling wristbands outside, and I'm like, I don't know if I trust these people.
Yep.
Like this is a weird situation, and I also don't know how much they were selling them for.
Right.
We ended up getting ours for an average of like $83 each. It was something like that.
Yeah.
Because we said whatever the tickets are altogether, we'll divide them by 3.
Yeah, of course.
And it was an average of 83 each, which is a great discount in terms of what they actually cost. So we go to the gate. We're like, they're like going to scan it, and we're like kind of like wincing and waiting. We got in.
Yep.
Festival is amazing. The only issue I think I had was that there's 3 stages. They were so far apart.
Yeah.
And they were so dense with people that it feels like you'd have to leave a show a half an hour ahead of the next thing you wanted to see.
Yeah.
But they were doing it like Warped Tour.
Yeah.
Immediate. And if you're doing Warped Tour with 2 stages next to each other,
Right.
you can do that.
Yeah.
But if the stages are 15 minutes away from each other and one band starts and the other band stops, one band stops, the other one starts immediately, you can't do
Right.
that. Anyway, great show. We saw the 4 non-blondes play What's Up.
Great.
Which is so cool.
Yeah.
It's like, this is amazing. We saw Public Enemy. Fucking awesome. You kind of forget what songs they did.
Yeah.
They killed it. It was so good. Then they're like, "Ladies and gentlemen," and this is so funny because I'm listening to them and the drum beat is like, and the DJ it's like jigga 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 do 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 do, and I'm like, it sounds like Walk This Way, and they're like, "Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome DMC."
Wow.
And DMC came out and he's like, there's a little bit of blah blah blah, and he's like, and he went into Walk This Way.
Yeah.
And they did Walk This Way, and it was like, to see Public Enemy and DMC do Walk This Way at this beach festival, I'm like crowd surfing,
Yeah.
I'm taking ecstasy, I have like a big like a pot of, I don't know what's on your head, a lampshade on my head, you know what I mean?
I was going to say a beer helmet. but
Yeah,
okay.
beer helmet's better. But I was like, it was amazing. And then it's Flavor Flav.
Yep.
And they're talking about it, and DMC, because they'll come out for like a special guest will come out for one song,
Yeah.
and that's great. He goes up to them and he's talking. He's like, one day he's like, we were gonna play after Public Enemy, and we were like, how are we gonna be as good as Public Enemy? And he goes, and I was talking to Run, and Run was like, it's gonna be hard to beat them. And I was talking to, who's the other guy?
Jam Master Jay.
Jam
right?
Master Jay,
Yeah.
and he was like, it's gonna be impossible. And I said, it's not gonna be impossible. It's gonna be tricky.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God. And it
Yeah.
totally tricked me,
Yeah.
which is like fun.
Yeah.
And then they went into Tricky, and I was like, this is insane.
Yeah.
Like, this is just an insane moment at this awesome beach festival. Very random, just like the What's Up thing.
Yeah.
Awesome. Lenny Kravitz is next.
Yes.
And I'm like, I want to see Lenny Kravitz. That'll be interesting. I think that Are You Gonna Go My Way?
Great song.
One of my favorite rock singles ever.
Yeah.
Like that lick. It's so fucking good.
Yeah, I think that's part of the presidential march.
Yeah.
Was that this episode?
Oh, we should make this. That could be our song for our doubles Olympic performance. You know what I mean?
Yes, of course.
Oh, the Chicken Brothers. That's all we do is chicken moves. I got to say, if you did do that as doubles and you had to be chickens the whole time,
Yeah.
there's a billion things you could still do.
Yes.
All right, back to the show. Lenny Kravitz comes out, and like I'm excited for that. He also has Fly Away, which is good.
Yep.
And he has It Ain't Over Till It's Over, which
Right.
is fun. Lenny Kravitz put on one of the best shows I've ever seen in my life.
Wow.
He was playing guitar and he was singing and he's murdering, right? Goes over to the bassist, takes the bass, goes over to the saxophone. They're going back and forth, bass and saxophone solo. And I'm like, It blew me away. I couldn't believe how good it was. Me and Jordan were like looking at each other like we were flipping out the whole set, back and forth between like classic rock, funk, like all this different stuff.
Then you and Jordan look over to Natalie. She's not there. You look up on stage and she's playing saxophone. And you're like,
oh my God. She's on his shoulders like the chicken.
Chicken sax.
Chicken sax. So we're going crazy for that. And I look up how old Lenny Kravitz is afterwards.
Yes.
How old do you think he is? By the way, I think the song that Dig In is the song. If you don't know Lenny Kravitz, I didn't know this. It's not a single. It's called Dig In. Look for the live performance with the piano. It's fucking awesome.
I'd say like 55.
61.
Wow.
I was like, and he's like the sexiest guy of all time.
Yeah.
I'm licking his abs.
Yeah.
I'm checking out his cum gutters. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is that what they're called?
Yes.
And I'm pinching them.
Boy, between him and Jacob Noel, you've had a really homoerotic year at concerts.
I'm acceptable.
Yeah.
Wait. Accepting.
You're accepting unless it's Marley Matlin, in which case you're like, get out of here, deafy.
Oh, wait, you can't hear me? How about this? And I do it like a deaf person.
Point,
Yeah. Oh, I do sign language?
But like the crudest sign language.
I've got 2 words for you.
For
and
you.
She goes, suck it. No, so it blew me away. I was like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
And then the headliner comes out, Blink-182. Woo! And they played on this amazing beach festival. We were near the water. I saw a jet ski come right up to us on the water. Girl ran out of the crowd, jumped on the jet ski, and off they went.
Wow.
And I was like, what is this?
Yeah.
It was incredible. Look up the See Here Now Festival. I think it's only 3 years old, but someone told me that it used to be called something else.
Okay.
And they've changed it. But anyway, it was amazing. The fact that it was on the beach like that, like I said, they just need to put time in between the artists because of how far the stages are.
Yeah.
Food was amazing. Everything was awesome.
Nice.
Great time. I honestly, it was 2 days. I think Daft Punk was no, someone like that was the headliner this first day. I'm not sure who it was. In my head, it's something like that. Anyway, I'd like to go both days next year just to experience it. Yeah. But really, really cool festival on the beach in Asbury Park. And that's the thing too, is that we got there later in the day and we wanted to see these acts. So we didn't really get to experience the rest of the stuff that's not music.
Right.
But there was a lot of stuff.
Nice.
So really, really cool. They had a lot of fun stuff, like different picture opportunities on the water. They just put these gigantic floating eyeballs all around the water. Yeah. It was just cool. It was just a cool thing. They had this like very, like, you know how the seaweed is in the water and it kind of like billows and stuff like that underwater. They had like stuff like that on the sand. Yeah. It was just amazing. And this is my final story about the ticket thing, because this was fun. So that was Blink headlining a festival on the beach. I wanted to go see that, but I also wanted to see Blink-182 headlining tour this summer with Alkaline Trio opening for them.
Yes.
And I knew what the stage setup for Blink was like. It looked amazing to me. I really wanted to see this tour, and I love Alkaline Trio. So we booked a Airbnb, Natalie and I, in Bethel, New York.
Okay.
And so we drove up to Bethel. We had a great time, great Airbnb. And I'm like, listen, I don't have tickets to this show. And she's like, excuse me?
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't have any tickets. We're going to wake up on the day of. We're going to go. It's the venue where Woodstock was held.
Right.
I'm like, we're going to go there and we're going to find some tickets. By the way, there was this sick pig behind me in line for the porta potty, this girl.
Uh-huh.
I'm not going to describe her physical appearance, but
I think you already did.
sick pig. And she's like, yeah, so me and this guy, we were in the porta potty together. We just started hooking up. And I'm like, I'm going to kill myself just hearing that.
I have a problem with the first part of that sentence.
Me too.
Regardless of appearance.
Imagine hooking up with someone in a porta potty. You have to be the sickest pig.
Imagine being in the same porta potty as someone.
You know what I did when I said to her? You sick pig.
Okay, that makes sense.
Exactly. So we're walking through the parking lot. I'm like looking for tickets online. I'm like, no, nothing great. No. And I'm like there and I'm like, and I'm not finding any on my resale sites.
Uh-oh.
Natalie is like, you're a crazy person. You're an idiot.
Yep.
You should die, burn in hell, all this stuff. And I'm like,
You're a sick pig.
you're a sick pig.
Why don't you go over in there in that porta potty? Think about what you've done.
Never touching your cum gutters again. And so I was like, I don't think I have any. So I was like, shit. And I was like, well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start walking around to groups of people and start asking them if they have extra tickets.
Right.
And Natalie's like, excuse me? And I was like, I'm just going to go talk to people. It's fine. I'm like, there's going to be groups of people.
Yep.
If you go up to them and you go, hey, you guys have any extra tickets? Tons of people come. People bail on stuff all the time. People have, oh, there's 6 of us going. One of our friends didn't show up.
Yep.
Going around, having very nice conversations with lots of people.
Yep.
Talking to them. And eventually, and she's like, I'm not going anywhere near you. And she's basically following me like 100 feet behind me and like hiding behind trees and stuff. Like, literally.
Yeah.
Natalie's a goofball, and that's what she was doing. Finally, and we've already spent time probably walking up and down right before the concert starts, probably for like an hour. Nothing. And I don't want to go like lawn seats. I want to get good seats.
Yeah.
Walking around. Go up to this group. And I'm like, hey, it's a long shot. I'm just wondering, do you guys have any extra tickets to the show you're selling? And the guy goes, my buddy does. And I'm like, oh, really? I'm like, where is he? He goes, he's right there. He looks like a big thumb. Look at his head. He looks like a thumb. And I'm like, oh, yeah, he does look like a thumb.
Yep.
I go over to him. I'm like, hey, you Thumbelina? And he's like, excuse me? I said, hey, I'm sorry to bother you. I'm like,
you didn't have a phase. It was just like a nail.
Yeah. yeah. I had to peel it down.
Yep.
No, I knocked on it.
Yep.
But yeah, it's a window shade.
Yep.
Okay, so I go up to him. I'm like, "Hey, man, I'm sorry to bother you. Your friend said you have some tickets." He goes, "Oh yeah, I got tickets." I'm like, "All right." I'm like, "How much are you selling them for?" He goes, "I'll just give them to you."
Wow.
And Natalie is like 100 feet behind me, and I see her like go, "Huh?" And she's like listening.
She loves freebies.
And I was like, "Are you sure?" He's like, "Yep." He's like, "I bought 16 tickets for my friends. A bunch of them didn't show up, so fuck them. I'm letting you guys in."
Wow.
And I said, okay. And then I'm walking with him and Natalie. I'm like, thank you so much. You know, I'm buttering him up. Like, and just not in a fake way, but just like, this is crazy. He's like, I'll walk with you to the front. I'll get you in. And then, I'll come back out here with my friends. I'm like, okay. Gets us. He's like, these two are for them. Gets us in for free.
Yep.
And they're lawn seats, which now it's confirmed that we're at the concert.
Right.
Worst case scenario, we're seeing the concert from the lawn.
Right.
However, I want to get close to that
You
stage.
still want to get close to that stage.
So I'm going back. StubHub, Vivid Seats, Ticketmaster. I'm going back. I get tickets 12 rows up from the stage, $90.
Woo.
So total cost, $90, 12 rows up from the stage. We wait. Right before the show starts, I look on StubHub to see which tickets are still available.
Yes.
I see which ones are still available and unsold. The ticket thing turns off. I go up to those seats.
Yes.
Which is like 4 rows from the stage because I know that no one's going to come sit in them.
Right.
And we have the best time.
Great.
Alkaline Trio killed it. They were awesome. They played a bunch of new stuff, which I really like their new stuff. And then Blink with their new stage setup, which is like, I can't even explain it. It's so good. It starts as their practice space and all the walls fall down. It's amazing. Blink killed it. Both nights Blink killed it.
Yeah.
For some reason, like Blink-182 is a weird band where they're like a legit 3-piece, but they do a lot of guitar leads.
Yeah.
So it's tough because you're leaving a lot of extra space. Like on the album, there's a guitar doing rhythm under all the leads,
Right.
so it feels very full. But live, they can't do that. For some reason, I have no idea why. They're like the tightest and best sounding that they've ever been in their entire career, and they started in like 92.
Right.
So it's very, very strange. But they were amazing there. They were amazing at the beach festival.
Now,
And my ticket thing, golden, baby.
Worked out.
I've only tried it 4 times, and it worked every time.
I think it works. It's weird because I talked to a friend who was going to see, I don't know if it was Taylor Swift or another big like female pop artist where the tickets were initially being resold for thousands of dollars. And I said, I don't know if it would work for a show like that, but what you want to do is look at her shows in other cities first. So if
that's what I did.
My friend's in Chicago. I'm like, if Chicago is night 10 of her tour,
Yeah.
on nights 1 and 2, look at the ticket prices at those venues.
Yes.
and see, and maybe they don't go down in price.
Well,
but then like, okay, what's the floor? All right, $600 for a ticket. I'm not willing to pay that. I'm not even going to bother to go. But if they're going for $100 a ticket and you're willing to pay it, then go to the Chicago show and do the same thing.
That's what we did for Green Day for the first time.
Yes.
And I got the ticket. My expectation of how much the ticket would cost, it was $1 more.
Yeah.
So from checking those out, I was able to predict the price almost perfectly. But yeah, so it's like, I kind of wanted to say it because it is a fun story, especially Natalie being like, this will never work. Her saying that and me getting in, I was like, I'm going to hold this over your head for the rest of your life.
Yep.
And she's like, fine, I was wrong. But it was so much fun. And if there's fun bears out there who do want to go to expensive concerts, give it a shot.
Yeah.
Give it a shot.
It's not guaranteed, but
I've had some good luck.
Yeah, but do a little bit of research, and maybe the odds are in your favor.
May the odds be ever in your favor.
Yes.
What is that from? Star Wars?
Hunger Games.
Oh, I see.
Star Wars is May the Force be with you.
May the Force be forever with you. Nope. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's a good wish, though.
Yeah. I guess it's a really nice sentiment.
Yes. And yeah, that was pretty much it. The last thing I wanted to talk about is just like, it's kind of interesting, and I wanted to bring it up because we've done two things recently about getting money from people.
Okay.
And I want to say this. So obviously we just started the Patreon.
Yes.
We're hoping that with our tight-knit community of listeners and viewers that we'll get a lot of people to sign up, and that'll be positive for the podcast. And like I said, if a ton of people sign up and we get a lot of attention and a lot of people, it seems like a good way to spend our time. Maybe we will start making very consistent new content for the Patreon. Who knows? Never done anything like this before. Never created a thing where you really had to pay for anything. Like in my band, of course, we sold CDs and T-shirts. But besides that, in terms of digital, like I've never done anything like this for myself.
Right.
And we're also working on a project behind the scenes that requires like an actual budget for film. And I'm trying to find private backers to give me money.
Because previously, all the things we've done were self-financed in like we know someone's grandma has a wig we can use.
Yeah. We didn't tell her, by the way. We just plucked it.
She was a heavy sleeper.
We did the fishing pole thing.
Yep.
I was on Brad's shoulders.
Yep.
The chicken fish.
And Long John Silver special. And and so to be like, all right, well, we want to take a step forward in our efforts to produce something that is more professional.
Yeah.
And that requires other people that we want to pay.
It requires professionals to work on it with us. We're doing like a film project. It's not a movie. It's a film project. And we were really, really proud of coming up with this thing. And so we said, we have to make this. This is like we're all aging. This project is with myself, Brad, and our old co-host, Ray.
Yep.
And we're all, we want to throw some Hail Marys out there. And we have this idea that we really are in love with that no one's doing yet. And we want to be the first people to do it. So we said, let's get private backers to see if we can get the actual budget, which is a ton of money to us.
Yeah.
It's a ton of money to us. And I've never done this before. So I put out this Instagram post about this, and we're over 2/3 of the budget.
Almost there.
Just from 2 Instagram posts.
Right.
So we're trying to get over that finish line. It's just an interesting thing to do this private backer thing for the first time, and for us to start a Patreon for the first time.
Yeah.
Because we have been podcasting for 16 years.
Yes.
And we've never tried to make any money from listeners when it comes to that stuff, even though we have this back catalog of a total of probably 750 episodes.
Plus, yeah.
So it's like I said, all the film projects, none of them have had any funding.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's a really weird thing to enter into this world of like, let's try to make money with the podcast now, and let's try to make something with a real budget, and it's going to require people giving us money.
Yeah.
And I just kind of wanted to acknowledge that this is a weird step for us.
Yes.
It's like, I hope there's no one out there who thinks we're like gouging people or trying to steal money or whatever, trying to be grifters, because we have done this work for so long.
Yep.
and just for the love of the game. But, you know, as we get older and want to take it really seriously and continue to take it seriously, I think we kind of have to take these steps.
Yeah.
You know, it's a weird thing. How do you feel about it?
You know, awkward.
Yeah, right?
Because we've been doing it at a level where at the same level for a long time. And while I think quality has improved again, especially listening to old episodes that are have gone up on the Patreon, like you can see the evolution of us as podcast hosts. And if you look at old videos we've done, which are not available for good reason in many places, you can see, like, from a writing perspective, from a directing perspective, from an overall quality perspective, you can see that we have improved. But at some point, in order to improve, you need outside assistance.
Yeah,
and that's where
exactly.
we're at.
Yeah.
And so it's not like we're taking these, taking Patreon money or taking this film project money and we're shuffling off to Buffalo with the money.
No.
We're taking it and we're investing it in the projects that we're doing.
Yeah, in the time that it takes it to go up, and like, especially with the backing, is like hiring real crew. Like, I want to bring in a bunch of people that work with me on Impractical Jokers to come really do this thing right with us. But yeah, it's just a really interesting time to take these two steps.
Yeah.
You
And
know
the
what I mean?
project is called, oh, wait, we haven't done the lo-fi chill hop cat joke yet, have we? Dang it. We already did the rap.
That's a call forward. An
Call
episode
forward.
hasn't happened yet.
Lo-fi chill hop cat.
But yeah, so wanted to acknowledge that. And we hope people do sign up for the Patreon. And just to get into the weeds a little bit,
Right.
I want to say this. On the Patreon, you know, the back catalog of
Cadillac.
the back catalog of the Chuck and Brad podcast is going up. We know some episodes have been already re-released
Yes.
on the Funbearable feed. So whenever we get to those episodes, we will post them so that people on the Patreon have them in their library there as well in order. But we will also post a second episode that day. So you do get an episode every week.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, out of the 580 episodes, we are missing 9.
Yeah.
Which is a pretty good percentage.
Yeah.
And when one of those comes out, you know, we'll put up a post.
We'll recreate it from memory.
Yeah. We'll put up a post saying, hey, sorry, this is one of the lost ones. And we'll put up another episode that day too. So if you come to the Patreon, you're never going to get a week where
There's no content.
There's no content or it's content that's already been released for free on Funbearable. And like I said, if you want to sample it, we're going to put up a couple episodes there. And if you do search the Chuck and Brad podcast on any podcast app, we did leave 20 episodes up.
Yeah.
So you could check them out there if you want to check them out before you jump into a world where we already have 400 episodes of a back catalog.
Yeah. If you are at a point where you're like, oh, I can't give money or I don't want to give money, like I'm just free episodes all the way, fine. Like
no problem.
We appreciate it at all. If this is the first and only episode of Funbearable that you have listened to and plan on listening to,
we still love you.
Well, we like you.
Yeah.
We'd love you more if you continued to listen going forward.
Yeah.
There's good stuff coming up.
Yeah, exactly. And if you want to share and subscribe and like and all do that up bullshit, please do that. We're trying to grow the show. Really proud of what we've done so far. Really proud of the evolution. Very happy going forward with stuff. Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I said, we'll talk more about the theme song and the process of that because I do think it's really interesting with Glenn when he comes on the podcast. He's a great dude, and it was really helpful and fun to work with him.
Yep.
That's it, buddy.
Well, thank you all so much for sticking around with us. Send us an email, funbearablepod@gmail.com, if you have tried to get cheap tickets and it's worked or not worked.
Yes.
Or if you want to discuss anything else we talked about. If you're like, oh, I once missed a train in Baltimore as well. Great. We'd love to hear about it. Send us an email. We love interacting with all y'all. For Chuck Staten, I'm Brad Rohr saying thank you so much, and we're sorry for being Funbearable.
One final thing.
Oh, boy.
There's one type of person I don't want on our Patreon.
Oh, no. Craig, cut it. Don't let him say it.
If you're deaf,
Oh.
don't you dare. Wait a minute.
What were you going to say? Don't you dare what?
Listen to the audio episodes that we put up on our Patreon.
Mm-hmm. I welcome you.
You're one of the Redditors.